rep after rep after rep, thousands, not dozens, not hundreds, thousands of reps in order to achieve that extraordinary result. This is important. You're going to have to be willing to do what other people don't and won't do. Do you believe that you can achieve extraordinary results easily? Maybe the better question is, do you want to believe that you can achieve something extraordinary easily? Because there are a lot of people out there who are going to sell you or try to sell you on this idea. And I just wanted to talk with you about this today and discuss with you the truth of the matter as I see it. So, I am Mark Johnson, the founder of Bounce Pep, bringing you ideas for a fit and flourishing future. And I am also the youngest son of Bill Johnson. I want to thank you for being a subscriber. I want to thank you for going ahead and subscribing now if you haven't done so before. And let's get to it. I don't have a lot of time to talk, and I'm just going to make a very simple point here. Um, a lot of people are selling a lot of things. And I admit that I'm part of that group. I am a salesman. And it's fine. It's okay. But people are selling things everywhere all the time. And a lot of the sales pitches can be a bit disingenuous. People want to make it sound as if you can achieve something miraculous, extraordinary, with little to no effort at all on your part. And I wanted to talk about this because, generally speaking, when you hear promises like this, it's wise to know from the get go that when things sound a bit too good to be true, then in all likelihood, they are too good to be true. And the truth about achieving extraordinary results is that usually it takes some kind of, if not extraordinary effort, it certainly takes a different kind of effort and a more dedicated effort than the average Joe or Jane is willing to exert. So this is the truth about it. And I always go back to the gym, of course, you know me. I know that when I work out, I have to work out with a certain level of intensity in order to achieve results. And especially over time, the way that I transformed the way that my body looked was through a lot of effort and a lot of intensity, and it was not easy. It took sustained focus and intensity over time to achieve that, over years to achieve that. And that's the truth of the matter. And this is true inside of the gym. This is true outside of the gym. It's true, generally speaking, for all things when it comes to achieving something extraordinary. It's not going to be easy. And I want you to be wise when you hear people pitching you things and pitching you ideas and swearing up and down to you that it's going to be the easiest thing that you ever done. It's going to transform your life totally, and it's going to be this wonderful miracle. Generally speaking, it doesn't actually work that way. And there's a good reason for that. Because if everything extraordinary could be achieved easily, then everyone would be doing it and it wouldn't be extraordinary. So the fact of the matter is that it takes a different kind of effort, a different kind of dedication in order to achieve extraordinary results. The sooner you wrap your head around that idea and embrace it and actually devote yourself to being better and doing what other people don't and won't do, then the sooner you'll put yourself on a path to actually achieving something extraordinary. Now, of course, people can give you great tips that can help you save time and can make it easier, things that can make you wiser and smarter. They can do that. But generally speaking, to get to that extraordinary result, you're going to have to be willing to put in extraordinary effort. When I was learning how to read and write Japanese, I had to spend hours and hours and days and months. I mean, just over and over and over again, writing, repetition. It was not easy. It was not quick. Okay, but now, I can do it, and it's something that most people, I mean, if you're not Japanese, most people cannot do it. It's something that I'm able to do now, right? But it took a lot of effort. It took time. It was not easy. Again, the same thing with transform. If you want to transform your body, if you have transformed your body, you know what I'm talking about. You had to go to the gym and put in rep after rep after rep, thousands, not dozens, not hundreds, thousands of reps in order to achieve that extraordinary result. So don't let yourself get caught up in these kooky ideas that it's going to be different outside of the gym. It pretty much works that way in the rest of your life, okay? If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you are going to have to be willing to put in the time and the work, be dedicated, and actually do, like, keep repping and get it done. And you're going to have to be this is important. You're going to have to be willing to do what other people don't and won't do. If everyone is doing it, that means that there are no barriers to entry, and you are competing. You're trying to you're just a pebble in a sea or in a desert of pebbles, just like all the rest of them. And for you to stand out and to be extraordinary, doing the same thing as everyone else, is next to impossible. And when you hear these miraculous success stories, you have to understand that what you're not hearing about is all of the failures, in the background of that. So for every miraculous success story that you hear, you have to understand that there are multitudes of failures that you don't hear about, right? So just be realistic about when you are hearing someone promise you something that seems a bit too good to be true, seems too easy, seems too quick. There's a good chance that it is. And that's just the truth. Most people who have achieved some success in life know exactly what I'm talking about. It may look like it came quickly, but the bottom line is there was a lot of preparation and a lot of effort and a lot of toil that went into that before the results came, before all that success came. There was a momentum building phase where it seemed like nothing was happening, where it seemed like everything was extremely hard. Okay. And to achieve something extraordinary, typically you're going to have to do that. Believe it or not, I used to sing. But I know this is very probably, incredible for you to hear. But I used to sing when I was younger, and I used to practice for hours a day singing. I mean, just and that's how I got good, was just practicing all the time. And when I was in bands, we would practice. We would spend, like, it took time. It wasn't easy. We had to get on the same page. We had to coordinate. We had to practice our craft. Like, anything that you do where you want to be good at it, especially if you want to be great at it, you have to understand it's not going to be easy. It's going to be like being in the gym with those heavy dumbbells, putting in reps, those reps that you actually don't even feel like putting in because you're dog tired, but you still got to do it. That's what it's going to feel like. Okay. So just get on board with that idea and be realistic. And that'll actually give you a much better chance of success, just going into it with your eyes wide open. When you want to achieve something big and extraordinary, don't be foolish about the amount of effort and dedication, commitment that it's going to take on your part. So that's my message for you today. I'm going to leave that with you to just let that marinate, let it sink in. All right. Talk to you next time.